G'day, James here from Content Snare. Welcome to this series on how to get content from clients. We'll be talking mostly about website content here, but this really applies to pretty much any information you want to get from clients in a digital agency. I mean, this applies to other industries as well if you have to collect documents and other information from clients, but we'll be focusing mostly on digital agencies here. But first thing I want to talk about is why this is so important to get right, why it's important to get the content collection process dialed for your business. What normally happens is you just send the client an email to ask for content, and then you just have to wait, and the project becomes completely in the client's hands, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, sort of. We'll get into what you can do, but it kind of sucks when you have to wait on your clients to send content. And then you end up chasing them up with lots and lots of emails, and then they might send some content in chunks. It'll come back in a whole bunch of different emails with big attachments and these old brochures and weird content, documents with weird formatting that you've got to try and sort through and remove to make it usable. And then next thing, you've got a 100 long email trail where you've missed bits and pieces, and you've got to try and bring it all together, and it just sucks. So that's why this series is here. So let's try and make this a bit easier for you. So what happens when we have client content delays? The actual bottom line to your business generally means lower profitability because you've had to spend so much time going backwards and forwards, digging through emails, all the stuff we just spoke about. That's actually going to reduce your profitability because that's time wasted from the project. Obviously stressful as we go through and build these websites or try to build these sites, and they just get stalled because we're waiting on content, or we're in the middle of 20 different email trails trying to get things sorted. All these projects are now backed up, and that kind of, I don't know about you, but for me, that makes me feel a little bit stressed when there's all these things outstanding. Even if we've put the project on hold and there's still 10 out there waiting in this on hold state, they could all come back at the same time, and that's always a little bit of a worry for me. And obviously, you can get pretty frustrated with your clients, which can lead to, funny emails, or it can come through in your communication and potentially sabotage client relationships. That's not the only way, though. If you're constantly chasing up your clients, that might frustrate them, and it kind of just puts this wedge in between you and your client. And further to that, they might think that their website just has no progress, even though it's technically their fault. They still don't see any progress, and that's not good in their eyes. So it's in our best interest to sort of keep that moving along. Next, I want to cover why clients take such a long time to get content to us, and there's a few reasons. The main overarching theme of this is that it's just so difficult. It's quite a lot of work to write content for a website, especially if you're not very familiar with building websites and you haven't done this kind of thing before. So the major reasons are, one, that they just forget because we're all busy people, obviously, and if running businesses is hard work. So if someone comes to us with a task to do and it comes in via email and we can't do that right then and there, it's got a pretty high chance of just being buried in our inbox, or being the bottom of the to-do list because it's just not something we can accomplish. So we'll cover that in the next video. And this next one's probably one of the biggest, in that they can't visualize as well as us. By that, I mean, as web designers, digital agencies, we've been in this space for a long time, and we can picture what a website's going to look like just thinking about a headline and a background image and all that kind of thing. So we can, just by talking to a client and getting an idea, we're building this picture already, whereas they might not be able to do that. Many clients can't because they haven't got the experience in this space that we do. So we'll cover that. And finally, they don't know where to start or what to write. And this is similar to the blank screen problem when you sit down to write something like a blog post or a document and you've just got nothing on that page, and it's very hard to find somewhere to start. So we'll talk about how we can fix that for our clients as well. So the series, what we're going to do is try and help this video series. We're going to help clients prioritize their content. We're going to find ways to get it on time and without these massive email trails. And the overarching theme of all of this is just making it easy for our clients, because easy things tend to get done. And this isn't going to be a magic bullet, right? Like, it takes time to set these processes up, but a bit of time now is just going to save you hours down the track. And that's really important of any processes that you set up in your business. All right, so that's it for this introduction video. Jump below, there'll be a link so you can jump over to the next video where we're going to talk about setting expectations with your clients. There'll be a 5-part series to this. Also, you can check out our product Content Snare at contentsnare.com. It's a bit of a shortcut, obviously, because we've purposely built this thing for getting content from clients, but the rest of the videos will actually really help because this is all the stuff we've learned from people that are getting content quickly and without email and rolled it into this little mini course. So yeah, see you in the next video.